What's up, Pump Town and friends? What's going on? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I bet you are. Guaranteed. You're Pump Town. Of course you're doing well. So what do we have here? Well, we got a bullish buyish. Hey, drunkie, we got that bullish buyish going on here. You talk all day, you end up tripping over your lips. Wow, look at that. Trust me, bro. Lend me $20. Put your stop here. That just looks like super bait, doesn't it? Now it does. Before you were like, that's resistance. Guaranteed it's never, ever going up there. That's where all the sellers came in, right? Right? Wow. That's pretty cool. So, bottom of the week call, pretty cool. Landed it. And we just pumped up. Where's going to be the toppest? Well, we got our new week opening gap in concert with this indigo little guy here. We took previous week's low, so we don't have to come up here. We don't have to come up into the wick. That could be it. If it's all dependent on the close. So because there's now, trust me, bro, support down here, which is super lame, but I'm expecting the bull run to be on, so I'm not bearish at all. Not after that. So discount, awesome order block, holding, calling the bottom. What a gorgeous, just looking at it just makes me go, oh, we figured it out. And then, so it all depends on where we close. If we don't close above the new week opening gap here, which is the indigo now, yeah, if you could just go ahead and do that, that'd be great. Thanks. Depending on what happens the next 2 days, I mean, we do still have 2 days, so if we don't close above, we're bearish until then. We'd have to wait another week to figure out if we're bullish, because we'd have to see next week play out. Unbelievable. So that's what it is. Now, once the week prior showed its hand to us and came into a discount, this is what I was waiting for. To be able to call a direction this week with such certainty. And when you're at equilibrium of a range, this isn't where you want to be making deadly calls. You don't want to be taking a lot of risk. You want, having the market show its hand to you is by far one of the biggest game-changing things you can do for your patience. Once you're in a discount, you're counter trading everybody chasing it. It's so simple, it would make your head spin. It probably has already, but so now we're back up at equilibrium. Yay. I did really well this week, and it's Wednesday, so I'm thinking about chilling out. Not really too gung-ho about taking a bunch of fat setups. Just 3 days in a row of deadliness was great, so pretty sweet. I wish I had more for you. I just don't. It's just the way it is. Let's drop time frames. See what's going on. So, well, I got a little more for you, I guess. Swing low in discount, hitting that higher time frame array order block. running up into the highest high that the 3 candles makes. So this model here played out very well. Pierced the fair value gap in here on the daily, which is great. That was the top of the day. And closed above these down close candles here, this whole series of down close candles. Sweet. So I'm bullish, but for how long? Till when? It's all about the close of the week, right? So we still got the next 2 days. Now, my gut is telling me that we could create a fair value gap in here. If we do that because we've taken structure, we are freakishly bullish, because this would be the signature that it would make to tell us that it's coming up here with a very high probability. This is the thing we play in the 5 and 15 minute time frame. So when you see this in the daily time frame, you're getting now an idea of bias. Where is price likely going to draw to next based on who's in profits and about to get wrecked? The shorts here and here. So that being said, tomorrow can be an absolute nothing burger. Like this guy right here. That Thursday. See that little bugger? Yep. We could have... See how we have this nice big energetic move here? This will cause a ton of euphoria into people who were on side for this move today for the news driver. It'll make traders think that they're deadlier than they are. They were given one cookie during the week, and then Thursday, and then perhaps we do absolutely nothing. Okay, that's on the table. Framing yourself low probability intraday conditions is paramount to being a profitable, disciplined, consistent trader. If we decide to do nothing and create a fair value gap, this would be the information that you're sitting on your hands waiting for. Wink, wink. Friday, it would be great if we could stab up into buy-side liquidity and then catch a TGIF trade back down to the fair value gap. And that would give us a very nice range back. Let's just say we hit consequent encroachment, put on our retracements, and that would give us a beautiful trade back into the range. If we are stupidly bullish, you're going to take this entire daily candlestick and you're going to find a bottom here or here. It will create a fair value gap and it will launch right to this rejection block here, right through this order block. It will snap violently. If it's really bullish, I don't know. I do not know. I have no freaking clue. I'm just going to keep it really simple and say that in our IPTA data range, we are in a discount overall. We would be anticipating equilibrium of that range at the minimum, and we're here because this bearish order block is here and it's got this gap. This is a balanced price range in here. It's not going to want to hang out here, just like it hasn't been. So if we're bullish and it wants to come here, it's likely going to snap through this sucker, and it could do it Friday. I don't know. Okay. But you have basically your trading plan, which is 7 to 11 a.m. EST. If you see an accumulation range in London, you've got a high probability model profile to exploit. If London makes a big giant move or hits the 1/3 5 ADR, you're just going to sit there and do nothing. It's best you do. Study it. Study what it's like to do nothing so that you know what it's like when you need to do nothing, which is when price action sucks, which was, unemployment. At least there in these compression candles, there was some range here, right? There's nothing here. It's just a bug, I don't want to swear, F words. Screw that candle. And could be this candle. So just be prepared for it. So we just want to see what goes on. Now, here's the kicker, Okay. We are in the model. This is the freaking model, man. Like, this is it. It's kind of go time. It really is. So these are the levels to have on your charts. Now, this is the tricky one. So keep it basic. We closed here. We had a new day opening gap here. Make sure you have that on your charts. That'll be likely something moving forward. It's tough to say. Okay, it's really tough to say where this thing is going to want to drop to for your model. It doesn't matter, because if and when it does drop into the bodies of these candles or this rejection block, ooh, gray pool. Let's see. I'm just curious. But it doesn't matter where it does, okay? All you got to do is take your model. And you're looking for a draw on liquidity. That's first. So obviously you're going to want it to trade down first. Right? Right. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. Button. Man. I mean, sheesh. It's already kind of done its job. And the last time it did this, it just launched out of control. It didn't even come down again. It just took off. Right there. We were doing the same thing here on this order block, and it just went right up into the gap. So, tough call, you guys. Tough call, you guys. It's like, is it freakishly bullish? I mean, Bitcoin's doing cool things, so why wouldn't NASDAQ? So Bitcoin actually, let's see here. They're both reaching. Yeah. So bullish. I don't really have a level for you guys. I really don't. Let's do it like this. $20 to 30% retracement you're looking for to the left here for your order block. So the 30% is here, pretty much. And the 20% is practically here. And there's an indigo right here. So this is a little Kluski poo. Right there. Ooh, get the bodies, yeah. And I know it's tiny, but it counts, okay? So in this little mess down here, now let's go to a 15-minute chart. And we know that new week opening gap is above the market. So that's what we're looking to get repriced to. So taking those levels and going into your smaller time frame here, intraday, we're going to have to ignore everything but those two. Okay, so the 20 to 30% retracement, and also our order block here in concert with this indigo. And that was that, like, I'll show you again just to make sure. This gap here, I used to call it an inverted volume imbalance because I didn't know any better, but it's called an indigo. So that's that gap, and it's like a little hidden gap, upside down gap or whatever. That's this here. So there's going to be a lot of sensitivity in the previous 30% of the total daily range. If it's really bullish, it's not going to want to come down here. Okay, it's likely going to want to save this for TGIF. So we've got a clue. We've got relative equal highs here. We didn't really do anything else for the afternoon. Kind of, whatever. Some range in there if you caught something nice, bearish order block in there. Did its job. So that's that new week opening gap, or new day opening gap, excuse me. You can put that on your chart. So just mark out the low, the high, and the midway point, consequent encroachment. So it left a clue up here. Relative equal highs, double top, right? It's topped out. Trust me, bro. It's never coming up there. It'd be really great if the rest of the night just kind of waved off and did nothing. And then at midnight, what you'd be looking for is deviations of Asia's range below the market into one of these PD arrays down here. Okay. If you see, and I'll put a chart out. Well, I mean, likely going to be live in the morning, so I'll show you what I mean in the morning. But if you do know what I mean, and I've showed you this already, if you're not there, don't worry about it. If the Asian range lands in perfectly, that's going to be the bottom, and that's where you can take along from. Tight range days bring large range days. Large range days bring tight range days. So don't force it. It doesn't have to move tomorrow. Okay, you guys? Keep yourself light and tight. Unless it drops. Unless it drops and it goes wham and it makes your 15-minute tilly and then just full port that sucker. Just kidding. What's up, Wild Berries? FXR Bazar. He's a Bazar. Sweet. Twice the Bazar I'll ever be. What's up, Kimberly? Mario. Much love, buddy. Drixie. What's up, buddy? Luke Bitwalker. It's Luke. What's up, Dave? Last lap. Yeah, great. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you joining. Be safe, and we'll see you in the morning. God bless you. Thank you.